is that today's topic is about NextCloud. It's a productivity application. I'll explain it more detail as we go along. Just a quick reminder that every day I host a live stream. So you visit jumbo.com, you go to the watch menu, then you live sub menu, and you can see the topic for today's tutorial is called Install NextCloud in a Podman container. And you see the time, day, and the channel. And these are topics for future live streams. Each of those articles will have a little snippet at the beginning which will tell you when and the time of the day and time of the live stream. It's always Eastern time. You're free to ask questions about programming and lifestyle. So lifestyle, I said, could be business or just anything, day-to-day stuff, of course. And the link is here for the channel. You click on it. You can go and you ask questions. You have to log into those channels, unfortunately, for now, and you just chat request and all that live. If you don't want to do it, just watch the video. You can also watch the embedded video on jumbo.com without having to go to that channel. And be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. Okay, let's continue with today's topic. So NextCloud is a free open source suite, web suite that allows you to store your files, you can manage your calendar, and you can collaborate online. And in this guide, I'll show you how to install NextCloud using Podman, which is a lightweight and daemonless container engine that doesn't require root access. So this tutorial is perfect for beginners and privacy conscious users alike. So I got started with NextCloud because I used to use Google from way back in the day, and it was free. So my email, I think it was called Google Docs. This is a long time ago, and then it came Google Apps for Business, etc., etc. So I was grandfathered because every time I went to a hosting company, they would give you coupons, and Google would send me a bunch of coupons. So I never had to pay for it. However, I was a little bit wary because when Google started having some features, they would not give it to us who had that grandfathered plans. And so I always wanted to go back to hosting my own thing, which I finally did during the lockdown. So I tried out NextCloud. I was very impressed. I actually used it when my house was being built. I was talking to contractors, subcontractors, and the builder himself. And for example, the plans, I would, instead of emailing all these people, I would just put them up on a NextCloud account and give them access, or I could just let them download it from there. Just much more convenience for everybody. And also another thing is I kept track of my budget by using NextCloud as well. So I could tell the budget if, for example, the builder or any contractor wanted some extra money or something cost more or less. I would easily adjust on the budget. Obviously, the budget was for myself. So yeah, I even stored some files there. So I'll show you how to do that. So you can self-host it. As I said, it's a productivity platform. It has file sharing, collaborative editing, calendar, contacts, and more. For example, I'm a freelancer. I didn't know this feature. I just figured this feature out, I think, just a month ago. It has a feature where you can actually have you can have your schedule and you can share it as a link, and people can then go and for example, if they want to book an appointment for you you can put your time, you can change it, and then they can go and when they select one of those times, it will send you an email, and if they cancel, it also sends you an email. It's actually really, really nice. So one of the things, it's also good private a personal cloud alternative to Google Drive or Dropbox, but more flexible and no data snooping. So your data is your data. So why are we going to use Podman? I've explained this before. Unlike Docker, Podman runs containers rootless mode, which adds layer of security and flexibility. You don't need to be a system admin to get started. So that's one of the reasons I use Podman. Now, all the commands I'm using today, you can also use them with Docker. It's a drop-in replacement for at least my tutorial. It doesn't mean that everything that works in Docker work with Podman or vice versa. It just means I said everything I do, I try to make it as compatible as possible, so you can just replace literally the word Podman with Docker. Okay, so What I'm going to do is I have Linux installed, so I have Fedora, but I've used Ubuntu, Debian, or similar. So what you need to do is you need to get Podman installed. So if you're on a Debian type system, it will be sudo apt install Podman. If you're on a REL like Fedora based system like I am, it's DNF install Podman. Just a second, somebody send me an email. I have to reply. Give me a second. Not checked yet. Okay, after. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, that's the thing when you're doing a live stream. So many things going on. Sorry. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a pod, and this is how you create a pod. It's podman pod create. The name I'm gonna call it NextCloud pod, and then the ports I'm gonna take port 80 inside the container and map it to port 8080 on my or the outside system. So that's how we do that. And then you need to have a database. It runs MySQL database, but you're gonna use MariaDB, which is a fork of a MySQL database. So you create a database, and then after that you run NextCloud. And then obviously you open up your web browser, you go to localhost 8080. Now, of course, if this was on your hosting company, obviously you change the localhost to either the IP address or maybe the domain you're using. Okay, so NextCloud is fully open source. I've explained that. It's licensed under the GNU A general public license, AGPL. I think that stands for, Affero, a general public license, version 3. That means that you can study, modify, and distribute the software. There are no vendor lock-in, and it's developed by the Vibrant community, backed by Enter. Oh my goodness, there's like a huge bug. Oh my goodness, there's a huge bug that just flew in from, I have to grab. Oh, whoa. Excuse me. There's a huge bug that, this is not plugged in. Oh my goodness, there's a huge bug that, it's one of those bugs that bit me yesterday and it just disappeared. I don't know what this is. Okay, I'll be ready for it. It's too bad the vacuum wasn't plugged in. Okay, when it shows up again, I'll grab it. I don't know how that guy got in here. It's probably raining outside. Oh, there it is. I think I can grab it. Got it. Whew, I got it. I don't know how that flew in here. That's one of the things when you're in a rural area, you get all those type of things. Yeah, I get bit all the time. Anywho, where was I? Bugs. Right. So yeah. As I said, this is for. It's not just for file syncing. You can also sync it. There are also apps. There are mobile apps, I believe, for. What do you call it? I believe there are apps for. I know there's Android apps, and there's also apps for iOS. As I said, there's a calendar app with the availability link. I've already explained that. You can book meetings with clients or coworkers and sharing your schedule easily, avoiding endless back and forth emails. That's actually pretty good. So if you need help installing NextCloud, either in a container or on your server, you can just let me know, and I can help you with that. I'm here to help, whether you're a beginner or just need a second pair of eyes. Feel free to contact me. So I have, you can just contact me by going to the contact form here or to jamboservices.com. Okay, as you can see here, these are the screenshots. I'm not going to take too much time on the screenshots because we're going to do this live soon. And as you can see here, and here's the video. I promise you can watch the video live. There we go. And of course, my little bio here. Okay, with that said, let's actually get started. All right, so let's minimize this guy. Super busy today. Okay, so I have a folder here. You see it's empty. And we're going to drop to the command line here. Let me zoom in here so you can see what I'm doing. This should be enough. Actually, I'll make it wider here so you'll be able to see a little bit better. And this one, I'll make it a little bit thinner or shorter. Okay, I think that's how far you go. That's good enough. Okay. That should be good enough. Okay, so the first thing you do, you type Podman. pod create, and then the name, I'll call it NextCloud pod, and the ports, as I said, 8080 mapped to 80 inside the container. And you see it has created my pod for me. Now what I need to do is I need to add the I need to add a MySQL container. So I'm going to do this all in the command line. I think I'll copy and paste that way I don't make any stupid mistakes. So let's paste this in here and I'll explain this to you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a MariaDB container, and then I'll add it to my pod, which I've created here, NextCloud pod, sorry. And then as you can see here, I should actually have changed this. Let me actually, yeah, I should have actually changed that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Let's get rid of that. I forgot. I should actually just give me a second here. Okay, I should actually give this root password, NextCloud, and NextCloud. That's fine. NextCloud. Let's give it NextCloud password. Okay, that's better. And I'll paste this in here. So I'm going to grab the MariaDB container, and then I'm going to add it to my pod, the NextCloud pod here. I'll create a MySQL password. This is for my container only, and then the MySQL database. It's going to be called NextCloud, same as the user, and then the password here. And you see it's going to grab the MariaDB latest from docker.io. Okay, so I press enter, and you see it's the reason it was so fast is because I ran this before, so I didn't want to delete the image. So with that, one there. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to actually run our pod. And what we're going to do is, if you see here, this folder is empty. What we're going to do is we're going to map the data to www. Oh, here. See, I'm going to run it, my pod, the NextCloud pod here. And I'm going to grab an NextCloud also from, it's going to be a container. You see it's from docker.io library NextCloud. I grab the latest version. And then I'm going to map the NextCloud data to /var www /html. So when I run this, it should be, I should be running now. So if I apply Podman ps _a space _a, and you can see here my MariaDB container is running, and this is the name or alias I gave it. And you see the NextCloud latest from docker.io. It's running obviously Apache server, and it's also up. It's been up for 14 seconds. The MariaDB latest has been running for, as you say, about a minute. So this is good to go. Now all we have to do is go to port 8080 and just finish everything up here. So I'm going to open up this browser here. We should be able to HTTP. So we'll go to localhost, and we go to 8080. There we go. See now, the first thing it wants to create an administrator. So I'll just use my name. Should I spell it properly? And I give it a password. And I hit install. So I didn't change this. I should have changed this. It's going to use SQLite, which is fine for this tutorial. The second time I did this, by default, so that's fine. Because especially if you're just working by yourself or one or two people, SQLite is perfectly fine. You actually don't need the MySQL database, but I showed you how you can install the MySQL database and use it. So you see here, it says the recommended apps are Calendar, Contacts, Mail, NextCloud, Office, Notes, and Talk. I could skip them, but I'm gonna install them so that we can actually review them in this tutorial. Otherwise, this tutorial would be ending right now. We've installed NextCloud, but we're actually going to try them out. So This one, the mail, it has improved a lot. In the past, it was very weak in that it couldn't connect to, for example, your Gmail or your, if you had an Outlook or a Hotmail account. But now they can, because you can use apps or authenticate them that way. I've done it before. I've done it, so that will work. A NextCloud Office. This one is based on LibreOffice. It's actually, there's a company called Collabora. They're usually hired to do things for open source projects. For example, they took LibreOffice and put it in the cloud, or for example, you can run it like here on a web application. I think in the past they also worked with some other type of suites, such as something with KDE. I can't remember which one. I think KOffice as well. So and I think they also did something with a GStreamer. Yeah. So with this going on here, so as I said, so the one that, right now it's installing the mail. So it's already installed the calendar and the contact. So I could have skipped it and now also install it from the apps interface. So, the NextCloud Office, I thought it would take a little bit longer. I should have unchecked notes because I don't actually use that. I'm still old-fashioned, like to write things down on a piece of paper. So talk is, as you can see here, you can do chat, you can do video calls, and you can do screen sharing. And obviously, there we go. So it's finished installing. Okay, so I don't have to log me right away. I have to type in my password. So let's wait a little bit longer. So it's on the dashboard. I don't know if it's still doing something. I think it should be ready. Yeah, there we go. Oops, what is going on here? Did something go wrong? Why is the screen a weird color? Oh, it's still loading. Okay, guess it's still loading. Why does the screen become that color? That is weird. Okay, it's trying to, okay, I guess it's still loading. So let's just wait a few minutes and then we can continue. Otherwise, I might have to reinstall it and skip some of those apps. Or maybe choose the proper database. Okay, one more time. Is it Charm? Nope. Okay, let me actually just go to the apps. Okay, page not found. Oh, I guess this is the welcome screen. Let's see what I'm gonna go here. Go to dashboard. Why is the dashboard flashing off and on? I'm not sure why. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, everything is up. You're gonna stay this time? Okay, you're gonna stay this time. Finally. I guess, yes, I was just impatient. Again with OBS. OBS slows things down for some reason. I have to figure that out. Okay, so this is the dashboard. And you see it, this is the files. So let's take a look at the files first. So let's go to files. Obviously, you can upload your files, and you can also use an app, as I said, on the desktop. You can see here it's organized into documents, photos, talk. We'll talk about talk later. And you can see here the manual. So, for example, this is a README Markdown file. You see, you can open up. This is Markdown. You can put all this stuff in here. And you click the X here to go back. So, for example, you can also open PDF files. And you see it's opened up this PDF file and you can navigate it. And then obviously photo, for example, this one here. You can also view photos inside it. And obviously this is a video, it's an MP4. That's a quick video there. And then you see you have the navigation also to go to the next one. So as you can see, it does play all those things, and you can put from your file manager on your desktop, or obviously on your devices. You can do the same thing. I've done this before. So that's files. You can obviously create. I want to see. Oh, here. This is a docx file. So this is, I believe, a Windows, Microsoft Windows format. So as you can see here, It's not configured, so we'll configure that in a second. But as we see, you can edit them, and you can also go to new, and you see you can upload files, you can create new folders, a new file request, and text files. Okay, so let's go to talk. Talk is, as I said, it's like a voice over internet, or it's a me. So for example, here you can create conversations and then send that to people, and then they can come, they can join you. So for example, if I click start meeting now, and you see you can copy the link and send it to someone. So I'll just say testing. Oh no, I should say tutorial. That's actually better. Tutorial. That's what this is. Tutorial. And create and copy link. And as you can see here, it's asking to use my my webcam. So let me make sure my webcam is in a place where you don't see my mugshot. Yeah, so I'll click allow. And you see, I guess it's detecting my microphone, and you see we can start a call. So we can let's test the speakers. I don't know if you guys could hear that. And then you can start the call. And as you can see here, you send this, and when somebody joins, you can then chat the participants and etc. And obviously you can hang up. So you can send this to people and you can chat with them instead. You see, you can also write messages here. Where were you? You see, and this is Edward, obviously, because I'm logged in, and then the other person would reply once the right now there's only one person. Obviously you can copy this link and send it to the people to join you. So I'm going to leave this now, and you can see the microphone is working. So this is talk. So this makes NextCloud a very good replacement. It's free. Remember, this is all free and open source, so you can start using this right away. It's pretty easy to set up as you saw. So I'm going to end this call. I'll end it for everyone. And as you can see here, it says this conversation will be automatically deleted for everyone in 1 day of no activity, or you can delete now. I'm going to leave this for now. Okay, so next we have done talk, we have done files, we've checked out the dashboard. Let's go to photos. This is one I used actually for when I was taking photos of the house build. I would put them here, and I would share them with friends and family members, of course. For example, when the builder sent me like progress updates, what he had done, I would put them in my NextCloud account. So as you can see here, they go. You obviously can create your own albums. So let's pick one from 2013. This one here. I don't know how many photos will be in this one. Looks like, yeah, there we go. Nice. Is that Harambe? Okay. And then, of course, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of them. So obviously you can share, you can put tags, you can put the places, and there's a map as well. So let me see what the map does. So you can integrate a map. Oh yeah, see, it took us to the store. I don't want to be at the store yet. I will come back to this later. But so you can add other things to integrate. I'll explain that later. So you can also share people, collaborative albums. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I'm sure you guys know how to do that. And there's photo settings. You can choose, you can upload media, etc., etc. And you can also set permissions. So for example, you can also do the same thing for files. So let's say this photo here. So you see you can add or unselect. So let me actually pick one simple photo. Okay, what's going on here? It's not letting me do anything. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, let's go back. We went back to the calls. Let's go back to photos. I want to pick, share. Shared with you, or you can share with other people. So I think the easiest way, let me actually go to a file. File will be easier to explain what I'm trying to do. So let's say you have a file like this video. Let's say this video here, this one, NextCloud intro. So what you do is you see here, sharing options. So you click on sharing options, and you see sharing options come here. So you can say, It's an internal link. That means that only people who have who can log into this NextCloud instance will be able to see it. And obviously you can create a public link. So I just click this plus sign here, and you see now share only link. So I can share this, I can copy this link and then give it to people, and then they'll be able to go and view this. You see it says here been shared. So if you have the URL, you'll be able to see it. Otherwise, the only people who will be able to see it will be the internal links people have to log in to see it. And then you can also obviously add additional shares as well. So that's what I wanted to show you for. You can also do the same thing for photos here. You see the photos, I can share specific photos as well. So you can do that here as well. I believe the photo one is just for viewing, obviously, and sharing as well. You can do that same thing. Okay, let's go to activity. So activity, it shows what I've done so far. So if you're an administrator, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but there you go. It's there, what the people have done. You see, it shows everything I've done today. When you see the 12 minutes ago, etc., all this stuff. You change the timesheet. This is actually obviously not true yet because I didn't actually open this up. I guess they were being created I think when I was refreshing, being impatient. So as you can see, you can it's all dated here. Okay, and then there's mail. So for mail, you can add your accounts here. You see, you can use the auto or you can use the manual. So if you do the manual way, you have to put in the name, the email address, and all the host and the the IMAP. So IMAP is for receiving, and SMTP is for sending. The S actually stands for sending, and I stands for incoming. So that's simple enough, and you put all your all the information there. Auto actually does work really well as well. When I used my server, it was able to pick it up properly. That would actually surprise me because I always have to tweak it a little bit. Okay, then we have contacts. So here in contacts, you can create groups and you can create teams. So I'm going to create just a simple contract. You can also import. For example, when I had a Contabo hosting, and when they did an upgrade, I wasn't able to connect to the network anymore. So what I did was I just went and created with a new hosting company. I basically just went and imported my contacts. And also, even though this is free and open source, if you're on an Android, if you have an Android device like I do, you can use Davac X, and that will be able to sync all your contacts and your calendars and anything else you want. I just, for example, the contacts are nice because I like to, especially because I'm in a rural area, I've met a lot of people, so I put them there and be sent to my phone so I can contact them. I like to use the desktop as well to enter stuff. You can use this as well. For example, I use GNOME Desktop. The calendar used to be, it's still not as nice. There are a few things missing on the desktop calendar, so I do like to use this, and then it will be synced to the desktop and onto my phone or other devices. So you click on obviously import, or you can click new. You can get a new contact here. So let's add a phone number. Actually, you know what? Let's go to ojambo.com or jamboservices.com and pick one of these ones here. I'm going to pick this phone number here. These phone numbers are probably going to be removed soon. So I'm going to put that phone number. So if you're in Toronto, that phone number does work. I'll put the Edward at ojamboshow.local. And then, of course, you can change this to home, work, etc. So this should actually be a work number. And this doesn't really matter. Oh, I forgot to put a name in there, of course. Say Edward. So, Jumbo. Okay, the title, CEO, Jumbo Services. Okay, and then you can put your address in here and blah blah blah. You don't have to put an address, but you can put you can add extra information there. Then you click save, and now there's one contact, and of course you can add more contacts, etc., etc. And then you can put them in groups, contact groups, maybe business people, personal, family, etc. You guys, and then there's contact settings. And then of course you can, as I said, you can import, and then the address books, you can also import those as well. Okay, now with that, that's simply straightforward. So we're contacts. Let's go to the calendar. So load up the calendar, you see how, and there's personal. I usually leave things in personal because I'm just myself, but in personal, you can put things here. So for, let's say, I'll tell you when my birthday is. So it says contact birthdays. So let's go to, oh, I should have put my birthday here. You know what? Let's go back to the contacts. I'm going to put my birthday here and then it should show up automatically. So let's go and edit this guy. Where's the part to put your birthday? Oh, add more info. Here we go. Oh, here we go, birthday. So I'm going to put my birthday here. So my birthday is going to be on August 9. There we go. So that's my birthday. And you see I can, there's no group, so I hit save again. And you see that's my birthday there. So if I go here, oops, wrong one. Let's go to the calendar. You see it has contacts birthdays. So let's go to contacts birthdays and let's go to, I shouldn't need to put anything in here, but there's two calendars. There's a, this one should be automatic. So what we do is, this screen is a little bit small. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is how you navigate the calendar. So we go to August and you can see here, Edward Ojambo, my birthday 2025 is August 9th. See, it automatically added there. So that's really, really smart. There's one feature I haven't tested yet, is that if somebody sends a calendar in the email, if it automatically puts in it, I'm not sure if that works. I know it does work. For example, if I use Thunderbird, it does work that way. So then it will be added here. So I'm not sure if it actually does it here as well. It could, might not. So there we go. And obviously you can add your own. So let's go back to the personal one here. So personal, let's go to, we're still in June. Today is June. So I'm going to say here, after this live stream, it's not all day. So I'm going to pick, actually, you know what? Let me pick tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be better. You just click in tomorrow. And instead of all day, I'll say 10 to 11 is pretty good. And you can add a location. And then here I'll just say check on chickens. I have to do that every day. And then you can add attendees and etc. More details. I'm just going to put something like that. You see, it's oh, I forgot to title it. Okay, so if you forget, just hit edit. And this one, chicken. Oh, hen checkup. How about that? Hen checkup. Okay, there we go. And you can also add other things. Oh, why did it not change? What's going on here? Oh, edit. Sorry. Oops. The time is wrong here. So wow, I didn't realize that. Is that Toronto? Yeah, there we go. So it's Toronto time. And what's the other thing I wanted to do? Oh yeah, the time. So you can obviously change the time here. 11 to pp. That's fine. So I'll click update. And more details. So more details here. You can see you can add reminders. That's what I wanted to say. So you can add a reminder. So I can put 5 minutes before. Then you can add another reminder. You see it says add reminder. So this is what I usually do. I put another hour, something like that. That's what I usually do. Then I click update. And you see here it says hen checkup. So that's how you can look at it. Now you can change this view. I can change this, for example, from this is the monthly view. Obviously you can change it to today and only see the items for today. And yeah, you see day here. See, this is only for today. Obviously, if I go to tomorrow, for example, you can see it lines up the time that we chose. And obviously, you can go to monthly. You know, why would you go to year? Oh, you can do a year as well. Oh, a year is actually not too bad. So I'll leave it as a week. Oh, no, I guess day. What is a month? I'll leave it as month. Okay, now you can also have notes. And in the notes, you can obviously add a new note. And I said, these are the apps. You see, they have specific apps. For example, NextCloud Notes. They have it available on Google Play Store, F-Droid, and the App Store. So you can go and get them there. And you see, you can create a sample note with Markdown. So let's add a note, and I'll call this one first note for NextCloud as a tutorial on its use. And of course you can grab this, Control B to make it bold, this one Control U to underline, and etc, etc. I think, is it Control I to, yeah, I to italics, and of course there's more stuff in here. So if you notice one thing here, you don't have to click save, it automatically saves the notes for you. So you can add categories for the note, and you know, whatever else you want to do. So as you can see here, last save, so this is an auto saving one. So all you have to do is you can also put a category. I'm just going to leave it as uncategorized, and you see all notes. There's only one note right now. So if there's another note, you'll be able to, or just click new note, it'll be there. Okay, so one thing I want to do now is I want to go here, so you can do a search. If you don't know where things are, just click on search. There's also note settings here, and you can see the extension is MD, and these are the shortcuts. I like the fact that they were using common shortcuts like for bold, italics, etc., or things like that. And then again, they have apps specific for that, and you can read all this yourself. So there's a search up here, and the notifications, you can turn on notifications. And then you can also you can search contacts. There's only one right now. And of course, this is you can say your status. You can change the appearance and accessibility. Let's go there. So it's using the default theme. You can use a dark theme if you want. Actually, I do like the dark theme, so let's use that. And you see it automatic. You can change the primary colors, and yeah, as you can see here, you can disable the keyboard shortcuts. When I started using NextCloud, there was actually you could create your own themes, which I did, but then they went away from that. So I don't know now. I guess you have to use a plugin, like if you want to remove this logo and add your own logo. So the personalization. Now, personal info here. You see it grabbed this stuff, so I can put my date, my website, and my profile, and I can change all this as well if I wanted to, and my visibility and all of this. And then there's security. Remember, I logged in as an administrator. So you can go passwordless authentication. It uses web auth device, and your devices will show up here. So you can turn on the notifications if you want, and then you can choose which ones should be notified. For notifications, mobile and desktop. And you see they do have apps on the 4 stores. There's also a desktop application. There's a Google Play Store, F-Droid, and App Store. So some of you, if you're listening on the podcast, obviously the Google Play is for Androids. F-Droid is also for Android, and the App Store is for iOS devices. That's Apple iOS. And then you can also connect other apps to NextCloud. Like I said, I've connected my my Thunderbird desktop here, and you can connect the files itself. You can use WebDev. Most modern file managers do have this, so you can do this. GNOME, you just use online accounts, and you'll be able to connect to all this stuff here. And then it tells you the server address. Obviously, if this was on a remote machine, this would be different. It would be an IP or a domain. And then there's also NextCloud Talk separately for. So these files I gave you up here, these are only for files like File Manager. And then here for NextCloud Talk, they have specific apps for that. So if you want to use like say Google Meet or Zoom, you can use NextCloud Talk. I've actually tested this with clients, and I think the most we had at one time was me, the client. He is one of the people he works with, and then his son. So that's 3 people, and we're able. He had a Mac computer, she had Windows, and the son had a Windows, and I had Linux, and we didn't have a problem. We were able to all talk. Now there's sharing here. And the sharing tab, obviously, you can share. You can also share on Facebook, what is this, X, formerly Twitter, Mastodon, and you can also add your own website, and you can also transfer ownership of a file or folder to somebody who's actually one of the users of NextCloud, your NextCloud instance. We've already talked about the appearance and accessibility. I changed it to the dark theme. And then the availability, by default, it's set to set on. It says Atlantic in Reykjavik, I think that's how you call it. I believe that's in is that Iceland? So I'll change that to Toronto, America, Toronto. And then you can set your availability here. I'm not going to set it here. I should actually put save. I'm not going to set it here. I'm going to actually set it another way, and I'll show you that when we set that up. And then we have the flow. And this is how to, not sure what this would be for. Oh, this is to write events and conversation of your choice. And then there's privacy. And you can see here all the data privacy options you have here. You can encrypt everything and where your data is stored. Obviously, the server is in. So obviously, also be careful. Just because you have NextCloud and then you use, for example, your hosting is in the United States, Canada, and they do have the 5 eyes, and I believe Australia is there too. So just be careful with where you store your server as well, unless it's fully encrypted. If you encrypt fully encryption and you have the encryption keys, yeah, then you'll be okay. Okay, so now we have administration. That was all personal. We have administration. We have the overview here. You see I'm running version, at the time of this recording, the version I'm running is NextCloud Hub 10, 31.0.6. And when there are updates, they'll show up here. And you can also change the update channel. Right now it's stable. I would recommend staying on stable. And all these warnings, you can take care of this usually on the command line. It said my site is not secure, obviously, because it's localhost. That's not a problem. It's localhost. But and then it's asking for the NextCloud talk. It wants to use a high performance backend. So you can install something like Kotan, especially on your server. And it says here, SQLite is currently being used as a backend. For larger installations, for somebody like me, SQLite is working pretty fine, as you can see. There's no problem. But I'm saying if I had like maybe 10, 20 employees, and all of them are using this quite a bit, I would definitely think of moving to, MySQL or MariaDB. Okay, then you have support here. Support means that support for NextCloud. You can obviously go to the NextCloud forum. It's help.nextcloud.com. or NextCloud at GitHub, which is github.com/NextCloud. Or of course, if you need help with NextCloud, because I've been using this for about 5 years now, so I can also help and support you, especially for installation and help you. For the, for example, for documentations, for documents. We'll take care of that quickly. Let me just quickly zip through this. So this is the basics settings for cron jobs. You see there's this Ajax one, but the cron job, the cron is recommended, and this is one I always do. So instead of using this Ajax or web cron, these two depend on people visiting the application. But if nobody visits it, you still want things to run in the background, I'll definitely do this one, the cron job. Set it up on your Linux server. Set up your email server here as well, so it'll be able to send emails that don't end up in your junk mail. And what else? Mail providers. Yeah, you can leave that as is. Sharing. You can add. What is it here? Allow users to set common shared tokens. Yes. So these default settings are pretty good. And then security. This is all under administration. The brute force IP. There are some apps you can install, and you see it identified my IP address, so it's not going to be throttled, but you can have that as well. So to throw, you can enforce, you can turn on two-factor authentication. You can have server-side encryption, and you can have a password policy. You can maybe say, the password should be changed after 10 times or things like that. It also has auth2 clients. Theming, this is for the admin one. So here's where, for example, you see the background, it's kind of a bluish hue to it. You can change it here. You can change the logo. So that's under administrator. I'm talking about like this logo here. For when you log in the NextCloud logo, you can change it here. You can also change the primary color and the background color here. So you could personalize it. There's some artificial intelligence. So you for example, for this, you need to add where your model is. Most likely it's going to be an API to a third-party service. So you enter your keys and then you'll be able to do all this as well. I don't use this, so it's not. And then there's groupware, the calendar server, account provisioning, Gmail integration, Microsoft integration, the client ID or tenant ID. Then there's app ID. If you want to create your own apps which connect to this one. Administrator privileges, you can change them. Sharing, overview, theming, activity, as we saw activity before. And then there's notifications as well. And then the one I want to concentrate on is coming up soon. There's a flow settings tab, talk. This is the one I was telling you about. So for NextCloud Talk, they recommend having, as I said, a high performance backend, and that's usually something like Kotlin, or you can use a third-party cloud-based one as well. So those are your two options. If you need help setting this up, I have done it before, and I said it worked extremely well. Let me know. I can help you with that. So as you can see, the default one, it works pretty well if there are about 2 people, 2 to 3. After that, it's kind of iffy. So if you have, like I said, this was communicating when there were like 5 people. Was it 4? So 4 people. Yeah, that one you definitely need a high performance backend server. Okay, NextCloud Office. This is the one I wanted to talk about. So as you can see here, it says Collabora Online is a powerful LibreOffice based online office suite with collaborative editing. It supports all the major document, spreadsheet, and presentation file formats and works together with all modern browsers. You see, it says it could not connect. Because it failed to connect to the remote server because of curl. So curl failed to localhost to 8080 after 0 milliseconds. So as you can see here, there's 3 options. One is to use your own server. The default one is to use the built-in code. That's a Collabora Online Development Edition. This works really pretty good. But what I've found, at least in the past, was that it's kind of iffy for collaboration, especially when you're using the talk. So most likely, as I said, you probably need to run your own server. But you can also do workarounds for this one, and I'll show that to you as well. And then obviously, the connection is insecure. So that's a problem, I said, but this is local. And I said I can easily use my local LibreOffice and just I can open up a file locally and just upload it here. It's local, so that's what I would do. Okay, the built-in code server. This is the one for NextCloud. So you just have to set it up. Just click on Settings, NextCloud Office, and you'll be good to go there. And there's a usage survey. You can turn it off. See, this is the data to send. Right by default, it's set to never, and this is what it should always be. It should be opt-in, never opt out. And for logging, if there's any issues, they will show up here. As you can see, there's errors. Remember when I was refreshing the page earlier, so they will show up here. Finally, the system, it found that it's running my NextCloud pod, so it's running in a container. So it detected that, and you can see how much RAM it's using. It knows that I have 16 gigs of RAM on the system. It's using 8 gigs for all of this. Now, clearly, I'm only one person. If it was 2 people, it might use a little bit more. And you can see the disk space it's using and what, oops, I better be careful there not to give away my location. Yeah, and you can see my system. It's an Intel, it's a pretty old system from 2011. It's Intel Core i7-2600 CPU, 3.4 gigahertz, 8 threads, 16 gigs of RAM there. All right, now, I want to show you something before we finish up. If we go to apps, this is where you can install other apps. So you see there's AI, customization, office and text. Let's go to office and text. See there's other type of calendars you can get, contacts, mail, NextCloud Office. You see I can disable this one and use something else. There's a PDF viewer. This bit one is fine. There's analytics. There's appointments. The one I'm looking for is, I think it's called Only Office. And here, this is for the ARM64. Some people like to run this on their Raspberry Pi, so you can do that. EPUB viewer. I actually write books, so this will probably be pretty good for me. Edit files. What am I looking for here? There's something called Only Office. It's a replacement suite. Might have to search for it. So yeah, let me actually search for it. So I click the search here, and I type Only Office. So I'm gonna download this one and enable it. What was my password? Confirm. So it's gonna download, and is it done? No way. Seriously? I guess. Download and enable. So is it installed then? Huh. That's interesting. Okay, let's go back to Office and Text. Or your apps. Let's see your active apps. Only Office. So it's enabled. Only Office. That was fast. I'm thinking I'm liking, I'm going to like SQLite. Okay, so let's go back to files. We should now be able to use Only Office to open that docs file. Hope it's still here. I think it was under documents. Yeah, so here, see this? You see the color changed? Now I should be able to open this file. So if I double click on it, oops, I don't want to save it. I want to, yeah, here we go. See, I can open details. Click here. Why can't I edit locally? Open details. Okay, let's click on open details. Why can't I open this up in okay, stop that. It's new. Oh, it's still not here. For some reason that is, let's go back to, I don't know why open office is not running. Hope it doesn't have a bug. Let's go back to apps. You go to active apps, and let's see, Only Office. This is Only Office here. It claims to be working. How do I open this up then? Issues. Oh, it should be here. Is it here? Huh, that's weird. Unless something's wrong with this, it should be opening. I'll try to create a file. Sometimes you might have to, okay, so let's go to new, let's say, it's not a text file though. Okay, let's go back here. Templates. ODT files, I don't want that, so I don't know why it's not working. Usually it's pretty good. You can, when you get a file document, you are able to open it up. Edit locally. Open online, that's what I want to do. Open online. Oh, there's no plugin to display this file type. Okay, so yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure Only Office is not working. But okay, so I want to go to something else. I want to go to the availability. So let's go back here. Not the calendar. What I want to do is I want to go and get the availability. Unless they changed it, it should be under. Let's go to apps. And I think it's called events. let's go back to our calendar. Okay, this is a little bit slow. I think I might be hitting up on, oh yeah, appointment schedules. Here you go. Add your email address in the personal settings. Share with, is it Edward? Okay, there's no user code Edward. It says to configure appointments, add your email address in personal settings. Okay, because I'm the administrator. So what I need to do is I need to go to personal settings here. And where is email? Oh, email. Here we go. Edward at look. Okay, so this does this auto save? Okay, so it has auto saved. You go back to the calendar. Yeah, so now I can create appointment schedules. So I click one here, and I can I can create this, and you can see you can pick a time range when for example, Sunday to obviously Saturday, when and you see you can create a talk room as well if you want to do that. So then when you do that, then you can send this to your to your clients or people to let you know what your schedule is like. Obviously, another way to do that is also to go to in the settings to set it up in there. But because I'm the administrator, so that's one way I can do it. I don't know why that didn't work. The not NextCloud. I don't know why Only Office didn't work. And even though it's supposed to, because it's up here, but for some reason it did not work. Let me see if I can open up one of these files, like example, this file here. There we go. So ODT is LibreOffice or Open Office file format. I believe that's the spreadsheet. So when this opens up, sometimes it takes a little while, but usually it's pretty quick depending on your system. So I said I could easily open this up in my local. Actually, you know what? Let me actually do that. Let me open this up. I'll cancel this. I'm gonna open, which one is it? I'll open up this one. I'll open up locally. So I think it gave me an option. Yeah, I can save it. That's not what I want to do. What was that option? Right click. It says edit locally. So let's try that. Edit locally. And it says open online. I don't think it will open up. Oh yeah, there's nothing to open that file type. So let's see if I can open ODS. See if this will open. Edit locally. Open online. So what should happen is only Office should open up here, and then you'll be able to edit the files. Or if LibreOffice was or the Collabora Online was working, it would open up here, and you'd be able to. Let me see if something's wrong here. I think, I know what, I think it won't open because it wants a secure HTTPS. I don't think it's going to open here. So let's look at the console, and it will say it. Not fetched. Same name. Yeah, I think because I don't, yeah, see bad request. So it's not going to open because I don't have, which makes sense. You don't want your documents to be open in a non-secure way. So that's why it's not going to open. I do recall that. Yeah, so I need to have HTTPS. I could have created one. But this tutorial has been going on for so long. So that's a quick overview of NextCloud. I hope you guys enjoy. As I said, it's privacy conscious. You can obviously upload your files here. I touched most of it. You can upload things through your phone. Yeah, you can do quite a lot of stuff with it. As you said, it comes with a whole bunch of, so you don't need everything here. Let's say you don't want contacts. So what you do is you go to your You go to apps here, and then you see you can go to your apps or active apps. So here you can see you can then disable. You can disable things you don't want here. And you see there's a whole bunch. Like for example, this one didn't work. This only Office, so I can simply just disable it, and then I can remove it. And it's that simple. And for example, the talk and all those things as well, you can just disable them. Okay, so let's finish this up. So quick reminder that every day I host a live stream. Visit ojambo.com. You go to the watch menu, live submenu. You can see the topics for this current live stream and future live stream, the channel they're going to be on, and the days and time. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. I don't see any chat requests, so I will end this shortly after telling you that if you need help with NextCloud, especially installation, whether it's on your server or it's a container or locally as well on a Raspberry Pi, contact me. I'll be able to help you. It's right in the article. You can also leave a comment at the end of this tutorial, and see you guys in the next one. Thank you, and thanks for subscribing.